This broadcast is a presentation of Wcso Sports. WCXO Sports, powered by the Union Banner at Union Banner on Facebook. Your sports teams, your community, your radio station. Presents Talknin Sports on Max 96.7. Talknin Sports is powered by Traditions Portrait Design in Carlisle. For photography, business, and professional service, it's Traditions. Talknin Sports is brought to you by Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in Centralia. Kaskaskia College. The future's yours at Kaskaskia College. Emin Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Nordike Funeral Home with 5 locations to serve your needs. First Bank in Breeze. Lee's Sports in Nashville. McKendree University in Lebanon. Country Financial Representative Marvin Gerdes in New Baden. Seaver Brothers in Carlisle. And by Becker Jewelers with locations in Breeze and Highland and always online at beckerjewelers.com. Here's the host of Talknin Sports, Rip Nottmeyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Talknin Sports. Rip here in the Wigman Ford studio. On board this morning, we have a delayed version of Scores and Stuff with Ryan Walker from the land of 10,000 lakes. Later on, it's high school basketball. It's back with Carlisle Indians coach Andy Palmer. Plus, as always, on a Saturday, we have the Easy on Travel Trivia Quiz at 594-2576, 594-2576. And today, you can corner a turkey from somewhere. We'll explain. But right now, we're going to go to the H&H Computer Services guest line. Over to Lebanon, the Statham Center. We rush for McKendree women's basketball coach, Carrie Kirchhoff. Carrie, welcome back.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, and your season is underway. You're 3 games deep, and you're 2-1. You blasted Upper Iowa Wednesday, so all is going quite well.
Yeah, it is, and we got a home game here this afternoon at 1 o'clock, and just finished a shoot-around here on campus, and the ladies are uptown at the Foundry eating their pregame meals. So that's our usual routine on game day.
Oh, really? Yeah. What's for us? So this is breakfast, lunch, brunch, want to get fancy? What is this?
Yep. It's breakfast time usually. They're up there at the Foundry and getting some eggs and bacon and all the good stuff.
Yeah, sounds good. You're making me hungry, Carrie, so that beat the heck out of it, although I like Suzy Q's and Zingers. That was my breakfast this morning. But, hey,
gotcha.
4 players scored in twin figures Wednesday night and had at least 2 nab a good share of rebounds, too.
Yeah, we played pretty well, especially I would say the third quarter. We scored, I believe it was 33 points in the third quarter. We made some adjustments at halftime in just terms of our help defense, and we just came out really pressuring the ball and getting out and denying, and it led to some steals, which led to some easy buckets for us. So it was a fun night for all the ladies.
Well, definitely. And you win at 74-47 over Upper Iowa University in your home opener at the Statham Sports Center, too. Yeah, a big third quarter carries you. And that win came on top of the crossover challenge, the GLVC GLIAC crossover, and that was played in Westville, Indiana. You shared a pair there.
Yeah, it was. It was a great opening weekend. And we played some good competition up there. 2 games right off the bat. Our first game was against Northwest Purdue and went into overtime, and we ended up winning that one. And then we played Tiffin on the second day with a quick turnaround, and we ended up losing by 2 points. So it was good competition. It was great to be in those scenarios at the end of game for our ladies just to handle those situations, and they did a great job.
Very good. And Tiffin, is that the home squad? Are they in Westville?
Actually, Northwest Purdue is in Westville. Yeah.
I had a
Purdue
50%
University.
chance, and I blew it because obviously I did not know. Okay, I didn't know there was a Purdue University Northwest. So, but yeah, that's a pretty good weekend. And you did start out with an exhibition game flavor against the SIU Salukis, and they must be pretty tough.
Yeah, they are. They have three of their leading scorers coming back, and very, very athletic. And it was a good trip down there for us to be competitive with them, and also at the same time to integrate some of our younger freshmen and giving them some court time.
Yeah, and of course SIU, longtime D1 standing, and you'll be playing another D1 school in SIU Edwardsville later on in December. I believe that's the only two non-2 teams on your schedule.
Yeah, for Division Ones, those are our two our non-conference games. Yep.
Yeah. Well, clue us in on this year's version of the McHenry Bearcats. I guess actually we should back off just a little bit. And how many starters/players, period, did you lose from the 27-18 seasons through graduation or maybe a transfer, whatever?
We lost two students to graduation. One started for us last year. So we pretty much have a big core of our players coming back. We're returning about 55 points a game from last year to this year. So very excited about that. And, we do have one senior right now in Jordan Morton. And then we have 5 juniors that have quite a bit of experience. So even though some people may call us young, we're experienced in those areas, and they've been playing for 3 years, and so they've been in situations and know our offense, and have really, I feel like this year we're further this year offensively than we were last year in terms of just movement without the basketball and sharing the basketball.
But just one senior in the boat, Jordan Morton, but she's a good player.
Yeah, she started for us all 4 years here pretty much, and she's a rebounding machine and comes in, and she's versatile. She can guard the inside and guard the outside at the same time, so a key component for us. She's
already collected over 8 caroms a game, up to 25-3 for the 3 contests. So who is starting at the outset, Carrie? And maybe you've shifted things around a bit, but predominantly who are the starting 5?
Callie Pullman is our starting point guard. She's from Appleton, Wisconsin, and she started for us all of last year as well as a freshman. She's a fiery person on the ball. She gets out after it and starts our defense. And then this year, Jordan Heberg and Sydney Dekoff right now are starting for us in the 2 and 3 spots. Good shooters, good scorers mentality. And then our starting center is Megan Jensen. So it's Dekoff and Heberg have played quite a bit, same with Jensen. So then we also have Madison Hart, who started for us a majority of last year. She's coming off the bench this year, and she's playing that 3 and 4 spot for us. So she's kind of going back and forth. So we got a good core right there. And then a sub-post player comes in for us, Shaylee Florine, who has seen the floor as well and is just someone down there that can, score for us and at the same time makes good reads and kicks back out for the open 3.
So you'll be okay from the bench too, right?
Yeah, we will. With Madison Hart and Shaylee Flooring coming off the bench, and then we have 2 freshmen that are coming in and putting in significant minutes for us. Jenna Krause has been coming in and giving Jordan Heberg and Sydney Dekoff some relief. She's a shooter as well, very athletic, makes some nice moves attacking the basket. And then our sub point guard is Haley Zilka from Oak Creek, Wisconsin. She comes in and gives Callie some relief. But at the same time, there's no relief for the opponent's point guard because she gets up and just really pressures the ball and is kind of a havoc for the opponent's point guard and to get them into their offense.
There you go. So the recruits went well for you, at least 4 on your roster, or maybe 5. And you have players from O'Fallon, Missouri. That's about the closest to the Lebanon campus, but Wisconsin strikes deep for you again, right?
Yeah, they do. It's just been a very successful recruiting area for us, and I think a lot of the players come down here and check out McHenry and realize it's such a unique campus, and it has that small atmosphere. And with all our sports here, we're very unique in that way that, there's always something to do on campus in terms of supporting your other student athletes.
I believe 5 are down here from the Cheese State. What about this year's version of the Great Lakes Valley Conference? It's always really, really good.
It It is. It is always really good, and I think it's going to be another year of great competition. Our goal is to this year we finished, right at the end, got in at the 8th place in the conference tournament and kind of squeaked in. And our goal is to know that we're in, and we want to sit there maybe that top 5, top 6, and continue to improve every year. Lewis University is always going to be tough, especially this year. They have an All-American post player there. Drury University is always tough as well. And Southern Indiana have continually been like that top 3. But our goal this year is to kind of knock one of those off. We've always been very competitive with those teams. And I think it's just a matter of belief that we can actually do it. And I think this is the year where we can knock one of those top 3 teams off.
Let's hope so. 8-10 a season ago during the regular season. Yeah, I couldn't remember if you made it into the post or not, so that's good. So you want to up those chances and go as deep as you can, of course. I believe you're 12-14 overall. You've been in double figures as a coach there every year, right? Is this number 4?
Yeah, this is year number 4.
Okay.
I can't even believe it. It's gone very fast.
You're having a good time. You've had some good student athletes to work with.
Yes, that's the big key is they come in and they work hard and they have a pride for McKendree and a pride for our women's basketball team. And at the same point, they take their academics seriously and go to class, and they're a fun group to be around.
You'll have a JV team too, don't you, Carrie?
We actually don't.
Oh, you don't?
We do not have a JV team. It's just the varsity.
Is that the way it's been?
Yeah.
Recently?
Since I have come
Okay.
in 4 years ago, we have just had the varsity.
All right. The guys still do, don't they, or that changed for them as well?
No, that changed as well. I think that was about 4 years ago as well.
Okay, I went to sleep on that, didn't I?
That's all right. Yep.
But you've been there. This is number 4, and you've got a good string of assistants too.
Yeah, I got Haley Sample as my assistant coach. She played at the University of Nebraska and had a great career there. Won a Big Ten championship. And then I have a graduate assistant in Bree Williams this year. She is new. Has played point guard for Austin Peay University and has been a great help to us in the office and on the court.
All right, very good. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll, of course, be in touch with you as the campaign rolls along. You know that, Carrie. So, again, today, tell us about it again. When's
great.
the tip-off and such?
It's 1 o'clock tip-off against Davenport University. They're out of Big Rapids, Michigan, and we went up there last year, and it was a tight game a majority of the way. So we're looking forward to it, and hopefully people can come out today at 1 o'clock and cheer us on.
And if they can't, they can catch it on the web, right, on the website.
Yes, they can. GLVCsports.com.
Yeah, that's a fantastic addition for every sport out there. And then next week you're on the road for a single game, I believe, before you have a bit of a break.
Yeah, we go to Lincoln University and play for a night, and then have about a week in between our next games. And then after Lincoln University, we play 2 conference games in Umphel and Maryville on the road. So it's not much of a break in terms of going and meeting conference people right after Thanksgiving. We have to be ready and can't eat too much turkey.
No, but some at least, right?
Yeah, exactly.
On that note, have a great Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much for having me.
See ya, Carrie.
See ya.
Carrie Kirchhoff of the McKendree Bearcats. Yeah. Zingers, Suzy Q's. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? That's good. Good stuff. Large glass of Prairie Farms milk. Or cup, about whatever it is. Yeah. What's coming up? Scores of stuff. And also Andy Palmer on high school basketball and trivia too on this Saturday morning with Talknin Sports. If you're looking for Nissan quality, be sure to check out what Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan and Centralia has to offer. Munkin's has the entire field covered with a great lineup of Nissans, including Maximas, Altimas, and Sentras, SUVs and crossovers, and Titan and Frontier trucks. And you can relax when you shop Munkin's because you know you're getting the better deal every time, along with terrific service after the sale. For your Nissan, log on to Munkin1.com, or better yet, visit Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in person, Route 161 West in Centralia. Farmers State Bank is dedicated to the communities they serve. They've been making home loans for over 100 years. They are and will continue to be a strong, steady, common-sense leader that's always focused on what's best for you and the community. And remember, Farmers State Bank has loan professionals standing by to assist you in making the right decision for your needs. That's Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. An equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 404955.
As a business owner, you know that every year brings new challenges and opportunities. The success of your business demands expertise and focus, and Country Financial can help you keep that focus by helping ensure you have the right insurance protection in place to meet your goals. Marvin Gertis, your Country Financial representative in New Baden, can help you create a customized insurance plan that has coverages designed just for your business. Call Marvin Gertis today, 588-7112. Coverages may vary by state. Policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Bloomington.
HSHS St. Joseph's Hospital in Breeze proudly accepts most health insurance plans to better serve your health care needs. With every emergency we care for, every illness we treat, and every baby we deliver, we'll help make sure you get the care you need. Selecting health insurance can be difficult, but choosing a facility is simple. Select St. Joseph's Breeze. We've got you covered. Learn more at stjoebreeze.com/enroll.
Remember what it was like to expect the unexpected?
I never realized it was so complex.
Guess what? The feeling's back.
You're on Max.
Welcome back once again, Rip here in the Weigman Ford studio. Text machine going crazy. Here we go. Let's take the H&H Computer Services guest line. Let's bust a leg up to Minnesota for Ryan Walker. Ryan, welcome back. It's time for Scores and Stuff. Incidentally, hang on. You and Scores and Stuff are brought to you by Hoffman Auto Body, located just 7 miles north of Carlisle. When your car or truck needs major or minor repairs, see Hoffman Auto Body. Great place indeed. If you come down here, Ryan, and get in a little jam, you know what to do.
I'll keep it in mind.
Not that you would ever screw up, of course.
That's right.
It's always the other guy anyway.
How you doing this morning, Rip?
Not too bad. As always, when we get you on the horn, we have to start out with a weather report because it's usually in the winter or near that when we what's it like up there today?
So woke up this morning to
That's
about
good.
5 inches.
Did
Yeah. I've already shoveled the driveway, and then the lady across the street was shoveling hers, so I finished off hers for her.
What a guy.
We've had a busy morning, Rip.
What snowed here the other day too?
Yeah, I heard. I guess St. Louis got like 5 inches.
Yeah, well, they deserve that, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I was just thinking, Rip, before you get started today, about
Yes.
28 years ago this morning,
28 years.
you and
ago.
I were working the same shift.
It was 15 below.
there in Centralia.
10 or 15 below zero. Is that what you're going to say?
No.
Oh, okay.
I said, I was going to say about 28 years ago today, you and I were working a Saturday morning shift together in Centralia.
True.
Weren't those the good old days?
Those were some good old days. And the older you get, as I am, there are a lot of good old days.
Yeah, I hear you.
But I do
look back
remember
on that fondly. That was fun.
But I do remember Christmas. I believe it was 89 and it was 15 below. It was a holiday tournament time, and it was that was a little nip there, Ryan. Hey, let's get going to sports, though. Boy, you could be a weatherman, though, if you want to change gears. Basketball is in the air around here on the high school side. The girls started this week, and last night, Mater Dei whipped Alton 67-44 at Alton. Kiara Winkler stuffed the Nuts for 19, so it's Mater Dei in Jersey for first place tonight. Springfield Lanphier did beat Central 56-49. The Cougars meet Southeast for the Concy Crown at 4:30 today. Christar Rock knocked off Athens 48-39 at Pana. The KC Blue Devils won last night. They've yet to lose, too. Anyway, all that basketball, hockey, of course, big up there. That's probably been on the charts for a couple of weeks or more, right?
Oh, yeah, about a month.
About a month or so. And you follow a college team, too, don't you?
Yeah, the Minnesota State Mavericks right here in Mankato. Right now, number 3 in the nation. Rick.
Really?
And they are awesome. We've so far this season, the Mavs have swept Boston University and the University of Minnesota. This is a very strong team.
I
good
bet
as anybody.
That was nice beating Minnesota, Papa Mini, huh?
It was.
That is something there. And high school football, is that all wrapped because of the early cold up there?
They are in the state finals.
Okay.
I have to tell you, I don't follow it that closely, but yeah.
Okay. So I thought they might have a bit of an early start, but we're in the semis here. So, well, Ryan, speaking of football, you love football, and those Pittsburgh Steelers, how big a – I'll calm down. Le'Veon Bell's an idiot. That's your team.
Hey, it's over now, right? I'm happy to move on. Le'Veon's a great player, but I can't ever remember how many Super Bowls we won with Le'Veon.
There you go.
Somewhere south of one, I think.
Besides, this James Conner guy must be pretty good. I've just seen highlights, but I mean he's third in the league in rushing. It's not too shabby.
Yeah, and the thing with Conner is there's no drama,
right.
Rip, and we just get back to playing football. Le'Veon's a great player. He is the all-time NFL leader in yards per scrimmage per game. Did you know that?
I'll buy that.
All-time leader. Jim Brown is number 2, okay? So that's how good Le'Veon is.
Oh,
but,
he is.
But with him comes so much ancillary drama that the team just doesn't need. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do.
Yeah, and he left $14.5 million on the table. And I said this the other night. I never root for a player, never cheer for a player to get injured. But you know what? I'm going to make an exception this time. I hope he has an issue before he signs a new deal. This is just stupid. I don't care if – and he's playing some pickup basketball too, so that's a good way to get hurt.
Yeah.
Anyway, 27 years old.
Somebody will give it. Somebody will give him a deal.
Yes, they will. There again, if I were an owner, which that will never come to pass, he's off my list. It's going to be more of the same.
Sure.
Whoever signs him, he won't be happy long or always be trying to up the ante. Off to college football. Oh, the Illini down here, it's shaky. They're no good, Ryan. That's the biggest problem.
That is a challenge.
That is.
Who do they play?
It has been. Well, they play another team that's had a rough year, the Hawkeyes of Iowa. They're only 3-4 in league play themselves.
Yeah, I don't think the Illini stand much of a chance today against the Hawkeyes.
They might as well move to the Great Lakes Valley Conference, D2. I think that'd be a good fit for them. They'd probably get 3rd or 4th behind University of Indianapolis and McKendree and so forth. But Missouri won last week. They'll win a few at the end, and then Barry Odom keeps his job because they look good in the stat sheet at the very end. The Dogs, SIU, it was rough at SIU. They play their last game at North Dakota State, and they've only won 2 games, 1 in league play. I hate to see that too.
You hate to finish at North Dakota State too, Rip.
Coach Scott Stewart from Salem is up there. Just got a text from him. His son plays for him, Cole. And so we'll ask him about that Monday. We're going to have Scott on scores and stuff. But, yeah, I bet that's a nice little wintry mix today. That's football. That's okay.
They play indoors.
Oh, wait. They play indoors.
They do.
North Dakota doesn't.
The Fargo Dome.
Okay. They're in the Fargo Dome. Okay.
That's right.
Very good. Well, that's going to be nice then. Yeah. Not too bad. Take that Uber, to the Fargo Dome, and off we roll. Eastern Illinois, you still keeping tabs of them?
Yeah, Eastern's had a rough season, Rip.
So.
They've won 3 games this year. They will lose today at SEMO. SEMO's had a nice season, but Eastern, no, it's not been their year. So it will come to a merciful end this afternoon.
They will lose today. A Ryan Walker guarantee.
I hate to say that. But I don't see them beating SEMO on the road.
I think you're a lot like me. We deal in reality.
Yeah.
I mean, I love this college football playoff stuff. At some point, I would like to see 8 and so forth. But that's for now. It's the top 4, and it's Bama, Clemson, Notre Dame, and Michigan. The Georgia and Oklahoma are the 2 outsiders looking in. And there's one big game on the old board today. It's number 3 Notre Dame against number 12 Syracuse at Yankee Stadium. I don't really care for that. That should be that. Yankee Stadium of all stadiums should be for the Yankees only. But anyway, that's where they're playing at 1:30. I'm looking for an upset from the Orangemen. The Orange.
Don't forget, Rip, head coach Dino Babers 5 years ago was at Eastern Illinois.
Gosh, Eastern, they've cranked out some coaches that went on to other places and done well, including the NFL, of course.
Absolutely.
And a few players
Eastern,
here and there.
They're down right now, but Eastern will come back, and they have a lineage of NFL talent.
They
and
do.
Currently Dino Babers, who Dino took over a struggling Syracuse team, and in 3 years has them number 12 in the nation and in a prime position to knock off Notre Dame today. What a huge upset.
It is. That's true.
That would be.
And they were ahead of Clemson early in the season, too.
They beat Clemson last year.
True. I don't normally like the Syracuse club, but I am no fan of Notre Dame, so go get them, Orange.
I want you to root for Dino tonight, Rip.
I think it's a 1:30 kickoff today, so
okay.
I'll root for them then. Alabama plays the Citadel. I don't.
That'll be a tough one.
For the Citadel. What is the nickname of the Citadel? Shouldn't have asked that question.
I missed your question.
What's their nickname, the Citadel?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We don't know. I'll mark that down for trivia sometime. But hockey on the pro side. The Blues won in Sin City last night, so a little bit win-lose. Ryan O'Reilly, though, he's been consistent. 10 goals and 23 points now. He lit the lamp twice last night. I saw the first one. They were up 2-1 before I fell asleep. I woke up, the post-game show was on, and it was a victor, 4-1 over the Vegas Knights. I think the Knights peaked too soon last season.
O'Reilly's been awesome.
Yes, he
Rip,
has.
But the rest of the team has been incredibly mediocre. And I don't know about you, but I look at this team. They've got two teams behind them in the entire Western Conference.
Although they haven't played as many games as almost any of them have.
That's true, but they need to start stacking up some wins.
Yes, and
this is a better team than their 500 record.
True. They have 5 games in the next 8 games now, 8 days now. Yeah, right now they're at 500, but only in fact they trail the Hawks yet in the loss to them the other night. So that was almost shameful. 1-0,
right.
But it's a long season there, Ryan.
It is.
I'm not giving
they
up.
They have to turn things around sooner than later here, Rip.
They do, because the Western Conference is just nails. You are not giving a playoff spot in that, especially on that side of the league.
That's right. And they continue to lose games in the division to Chicago and Minnesota. It's not doing themselves any favors.
You know, they had 94 points last year and still failed. That was 12 games over 500. That's how tough it is. The Minnesota Wild, you go up there once in a while at least to see the Blues, right?
Yeah, I haven't been for a couple of years, but that is a fantastic hockey experience, Rip. I
bet it is. Yeah, well, they never should have lost to the North Stars. I mean, that's hockey, Minnesota. Give me a break.
That's right.
And they're good. I like their unis, too.
They are good.
I like their uniforms.
They are good, yep.
They are good. Baseball. It's all over. Series, playoffs. And now this week it was awards week, which I kind of like. I love it in baseball more than any. The stats mean more than baseball, and really to me, awards mean more in baseball than any of the 4 majors. And MVP wise, it was Christian Yelich and Mookie Betts. Number 1, Christian Yelich. He hit .326 to lead the National League. Clubbed 36 homers, drove home 110 runs. After the All-Star break, he was at .367 with 25 round trippers and 67 runs. He cranked for the cycle twice within a span of 3 weeks. I think he was a given.
Yeah, he really faded there toward the end, didn't he?
He sure. He's a real reason why the Brewers got in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'll say 2 things about Christian Yelich. Number 1, he would look great in red.
Yeah,
I think that guy should be a Cardinal.
Did you say we got the wrong guy from the Marlins?
Yeah, boy. Hindsight's 20/20, isn't it?
Plus, I don't think they weren't trading Yelich at the time, but once they got rid of Ozuna, let's clear everybody out.
That's right.
Ozuna might bounce back as his free agent here, but go on.
He's no Kristen Yelich. So, number one, he looked great in red. Number two, the guy just looks like a ball player, doesn't he?
Yes, he looks like somebody from our area, and you were from our area, so, I mean, you're a local. He just looks like a Clinton County, Marion, whatever.
He does. The kind of ball players we're used to growing up with, not the more stocky, muscular Matt Holliday type, that baseball has kind of turned into.
And
just a ball player.
Yeah. But I'm glad to see that. Yelich and Baez did have a really good year in Arenado, but it was time for Yelich, and that was a breakout season. Mookie Betts, oh, man, this guy, I guess he would have to be right now the best. He could be, at least for this year, he was the best player in baseball overall.
Yeah, still I don't follow the American League as closely.
Well, and I'm not taking away from Trout and everything, but a 346 batting mark to lead the league, 129 runs scored. That is the same thing. And then 47 doubles, 32 circles, 30 stolen bags. That's hard to, and that's why he got the AL honor.
That's hard to beat. Yeah, absolutely. And he's a big reason why they're the best team in baseball.
He won a Gold Glove too. I mean, that didn't figure into this, of course, but still, just adds to this charm of Mookie. He's got a cool name too. Is that his real name?
Mookie Betts.
It can't be his real name.
I would doubt that Mookie is his given name, but
we don't know. I don't know.
We do not know.
Mookie Wilson. That wasn't his given name either, as far as I remember. All right, I'm not happy about this. Well, I mean, I'm not losing sleep over it, but Jacob deGrom is not my Cy Young winner. I don't care. Wins still do mean something. Until they take the wins column out of the standings in the paper every day, you need to win, and 10 wins is a joke.
He's the best pitcher in the National League, Rip.
Max Scherzer, 18-7, a 2.53 ERA. He was barely over 170. He led the majors with over 220 innings tossed and 300 strikeouts. You still have to win games, and they're making that stat disappear, and it's bull.
But it's a Cy Young award, right? He's not the MVP. He's not a batting average title or a Silver Slugger. This is who is the best pitcher in the National League. And for my money, it's DeGrom. Played on a terrible team.
That happens. It's too bad.
It does happen.
But there's no hypothetical. He's got to do it. He's got to win. 10-9 is pitiful. 13, Felix Hernandez was the previous low with Fernando, but that was a strike year in 81. But I thought 13, Felix looks like a giant beater now. Anyway, no, he's a tremendous pitcher, but Max, Blake Snell gets it in the American League, 21-5 with a 1.89 ERA. Now there you go, 178 batting average against, 1.89 ERA incidentally. So DeGrom's not the only guy who can. He'll be a bust next year. DeGrom, he's with the Mets. They're up and down. They're lousy.
Yeah, we'll see. Those are some stats though from what's the kid's name from Blake Snell. Yeah, absolutely.
He didn't throw a lot of innings, but man, we better whip on over college basketball. How do you think the Illini would do this year? 1-1 so far. They had that huge win over Evansville. How about that? Beat the Evansville Purple Aces.
Yeah, I assume they'll be in the bottom half of the Big Ten again.
I assume. I hope not, but we'll find out shortly, won't we? The Missouri Tigers won last night, 55-52 over somebody, Kennesaw State. Whew. Hey, you play those teams this time of year. That's the way it works.
That's right. Everybody does it.
The Dogs play tonight. So do the Billikens. SLU, SLU, they could be very, very good. Very, very good this season. So good for them.
Travis Ford's a good coach, Rip. He's had success everywhere he's been and kind of wore out his welcome, I think, at Oklahoma State there toward the end. But he'll get the Billikens pointed in the right direction.
Are the Minnesota Timberwolves fans up in arms over the loss of Jimmy Butler?
I don't think so. I think they were ready to move on. Tired of the drama, the Le'Veon Bell drama up here.
Yeah, you talk about drama. That's the NBA for you. These guys are like 11-year-old schoolgirls.
Yeah, I do not follow the NBA. I've told you that before, but the whole Jimmy Butler thing, I think it came to a merciful end.
Yes, it did. That was strange. He led the 76ers to a win last night with 28 points. He's really good from what I see. Charles Howell III and Lexi Thompson lead on the golf tour and NASCAR. wraps up tomorrow. The championship is in Miami. And the winner is?
I'm going to have to take your word for whatever you tell me on NASCAR.
Don't take my word. But I'll pick Kyle Busch.
Sounds good to me. Sign me up for Kyle Busch.
Or a Truex or a Harvick. I'm out of names. All right. Hey, thanks for coming on again from the frozen white north, okay?
Always good to talk to you, Rip.
We'll see you later, hopefully, and have a great Thanksgiving.
You do as well. Thanks.
All right. Help that your neighbor lady out, too. My goodness, you got to be nice to your neighbors. Come on.
Hey, she's nice to me. I'll be nice to her. Absolutely.
All right. See you later. That's
Take
Ryan
care.
Walker from Minnesota. Scores and Stuff brought to you by Hoffman Auto Body, located just 7 miles north of Carlisle. See them for all of your needs, major or minor. Hoffman Auto Body is there for you. Stay tuned.
Southern Illinois drivers know that K&J Chevrolet in Carlisle is a community-focused dealership that puts the customer first. That's why we've been in business for nearly 20 years, proudly serving multiple generations of Chevrolet drivers from all over. If you're searching for a brand new or like-new Chevrolet model to upgrade your daily commutes and weekend adventures, come check us out just west of Carlisle on Old Route 50. K&J Chevrolet, your Clinton County Chevrolet and Silverado headquarters.
If you're an athlete, coach, official, or fan, you need Lee Sports in Nashville. Lee Sports has it all for teams and individuals. From uniforms, shoes and equipment, to coaches apparel and officials gear. And Lee Sports carries name brands like Under Armour, Mizuno, Rawlings, and Adidas. Lee Sports also stocks a complete line of spirit wear and offers screen printing and custom embroidery, plus trophies, awards, and personalized items. Lee Sports in Nashville, your complete sporting goods headquarters.
I'm goaltender Luka Pilka, and I'm talking puck on Max 96.7.
If you're in the market for a new home, refinance, or even a second home, give me a call today. I'm Anne-Marie Tabin at First Bank in Breeze. With almost 20 years of experience, I can guide you through the process of finding a mortgage product from First Bank that is right for you. Give me, Anne-Marie Tabin, a call today, 526-7724. First Bank in Breeze, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hey, it's Bill on the road from Mornings with Scott and Casey. You hear me talking each week about travel, and one of my favorite things about driving across America is finding great food. And lucky for you, Mama's on the Hill in St. Louis is a super easy road trip destination. Authentic Italian favorites like baked lasagna, spaghetti, and tortellini, thin crust St. Louis-style pizza, and yes, Mama's on the Hill is the birthplace of toasted ravioli. Check out their menu online at mamasonthehill.com. Mama's on the Hill, on the Hill in St. Louis.
Do you mind if I turn on the radio?
The music is great and it doesn't cost anything.
It's Max 96.7.
Hello again, everybody. Rip here in the Weekman Ford studio on this Saturday morning where your time is 9:38. That time drop is dealt your way by Zirin Funeral Home in Carlisle. You heard from Luke Opilka there. The Effingham native, that's right, the Effingham native. Unfortunately, he just retired from hockey at the age of 21 because of some awful hip issues. He's had 2 hip surgeries, one on each side. He's only 21. He was a rising star in the Blues organization. We've had him on probably 3 times. He's going to be with us Wednesday night. And Monday night, our guest list is all jam full with Central basketball coach Jeremy Schubert, the boys coach, the Mater Dei girls coach Dave Conan, and Scott Stewart will join us for Scores and Stuff. Trivia, how about it?
It's time for the Easy In Travel Trivia Quiz on Talkin' Sports. Where do you want to play? Call Easy In Travel and Breeze at 526-2201.
Here's the question at 594-2576, 594-2576. Ahead of that, this turkey is from Carlisle IGA, so leave us your name, the usual. But I'm pretty sure you got to get here by next Wednesday at the latest to pick that baby up, okay, that certificate. So keep that in mind if you are the winner. The question, who's the first Cardinals player to win the National League Most Valuable Player Award with a unanimous vote? Albert Pujols, Stan Musial or Orlando Cepeda, named the first Cards player to grab NL MVP honors by unanimous vote. Pujols, Stan the Man, or Cepeda. Ring us at 594-2576, 594-2576.
Seaver Brothers has what you're looking for. Take a spin with Seaver Brothers and drive home in your new or pre-owned Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Dodge truck today. Let Seaver Brothers give you the car buying experience that no other dealership can offer. Seaver Brothers stands behind their products and also has an outstanding service department with qualified technicians to keep your vehicles running strong. Stop by Seaver Brothers, 811 Washington Street in Carlisle, or call 594-2624 for your next Seaver Brothers sales associate.
Need insurance? Insurance you can really count on? If so, turn to Dan Imming at Imming Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Dan and his staff will provide you with the insurance coverage and service you deserve. Whether it's auto, home, life, health, or commercial, your choices aren't limited either. Imming Insurance Agency represents many outstanding companies, so get covered by the best. Call Imming Insurance Agency at 594-4536 or stop by 589 9th Street in Carlisle. Imming Insurance Agency, a proud supporter of Clinton County sports. McKendree University is a great place to continue your sports career. It's also a great place to continue your education. McKendree offers a wide range of degrees, including master's degrees in business, nursing, education, and professional counseling. If you'd like, you can access McKendree's quality education through the flexibility of online degrees. To learn more about McKendree, log on to McKendreeOnline.com or call 1-800-BEARCAT. McKendree University is ready when you are.
Your future is now with Central Illinois Truck Service. Hi, this is Perry Stanfield. We are looking for new team members, over-the-road hopper bottom and in-dump drivers, plus diesel mechanics. Apply today. Central Illinois Truck Service offers excellent paid health benefits, a good, stable, family-owned company. To apply, call Eva now at 664-2646 or stop by Central Illinois Truck Service, 1713 East Bowman Drive, Greenville, Illinois.
Welcome to our music warehouse. Lucky you're not the one who has to refile all these CDs. Playing everything.
You've got Max 96.7.
We have sifted through the answers and we have a winner. Congrats to Ray. Wait a minute. We have a social note first. It is a big day. Cody Imming gets married today to Kylie Bunker from Nashville. So happy wedding day for the impending Bunker. Actually, Immings. Yeah, we haven't changed that, have we? No. Congrats to Cody and Kylie. And also to Ray Campworth from Carlisle because he nabs trivia this morning. He wins a really nice bird from Carlisle IGA. Again, Ray, pick up that certificate. I would do it by Wednesday at the latest of this week, okay, here at Max 96.7. Here's the question and answer. Who's the initial Cardinals player to grab the National League MVP award by unanimous vote? Was it Pujols, Musial, or Cepeda? The offerings were mainly up for Pujols, but no. It is Redbirds first baseman Orlando Cepeda. Cha-cha. What an incredible. He's a Hall of Famer. He was the senior circuit's MVP in 1967 after hitting .325 with 25 homers. Don't laugh at that. It was a different time. Cepeda, that would be 40 at least. This 25 home runs and 111 RBIs. He also had 11 game-winning hits. Stan the Man was the league's MVP 3 times, never unanimously. And Pujols, of course, was in 29. He got everybody's vote when he grabbed his third slab of MVP hardware. But cha-cha, Cepeda is the winner, and the real winner is Ray Campworth. He gets the big bird from Carlisle IGA. Isaac Rental Property in Carlisle. Speaking of Carlisle, I want you to just sit back and relax. I suppose most of you are right now anyway, but I'm coming back with Andy Palmer on Prep Hoops.
Nordyke Funeral Home is thinking about your future and offers secure, pre-planned funeral arrangements, relieving the emotional burden for those you love, allowing you to express your own wishes, and assures peace of mind with financial concerns when your family needs it the most. Nordyke Funeral Home has 5 locations in Albers, Aveston, Breeze, New Baden, and now Carlisle. Visit NordikeFuneralHome.com or call 588-3533. Striving to earn your family's confidence and trust, Nordyke Funeral Home with 5 locations.
Moving forward requires taking that first step. And when it comes to your future, your first step should be Kaskaskia College. With more than 50 degrees and 100 certificate programs, Kaskaskia College can prepare you for a great career, your next promotion, or set you on your educational path. Life is too short to wait. Take your first step to success with Kaskaskia College. Learn more today. Call 545-3040 or kaskaskia.edu. This broadcast is a presentation of Wcso Sports. Wcso Sports is brought to you by the Benoff Insurance Agency in Breeze and Trenton, HSHS St. Joseph Hospital, Breeze, Breeze Dental Care, K&J Chevrolet, Reverman Chiropractic and Spinal Rehabilitation and Breeze Motor Sales, Southern Bus and Mobility, Kaskaskia College, the First National Bank of Carlisle, Reekman Brothers John Deere, Southern OBGYN Associates, Med Plus Physical Medicine and Brett's Wildlife Lodge, State Farm Insurance Agent Steve Klosterman, Central Illinois Truck Service, Breeze Family Vision, Tempo Bank, Country Financial representatives Keith Wilkin and Teresa Richards, and by the Carlisle and Breeze Hardys. WCXO Sports, powered by the Union Banner at Union Banner on Facebook. Your sports teams, your community, your radio station.
We tell you our music library contains an embarrassment of riches. Except nothing embarrasses us. Playing everything.
This is Max 96.7.
Hello, one more time, sports fans. Rip here at 9:46 in the morning time. We're in the Wigman Ford studio. Apparently, I'm not the only one that likes singers in particular. Trying, but I really like to steal that phrase. Here we go. It's off on the H&H Computer Services guest line for Carlisle Indians basketball coach Andy Palmer. Andy, welcome back.
Thanks for having me back on, Rip.
Do you like zingers, Andy? Have you ever had any of those chocolate flavored?
I've never had one.
Okay.
I'm more of a maybe a Hostess Ding Dong or something like that.
Ding Dong.
Zinger, so.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't know they were still in production. So I'm missing. It's been a while since they came into fruition, huh?
That is true. That is true.
Hey, here's a way to make me feel older. I remember buying Suzy Q's when they were 12 cents.
Oh, gosh.
12. Oh, gosh. Yeah.
No, I just remember just collecting the baseball cards off the back of the boxes. So, when I was growing up. So.
Oh, that was great. That was great.
Yeah.
Well, it's off to basketball. The season is really drawing close now, Andy. The season opener is a week from today, and you've been prepping for, I guess, 2 weeks now?
Yep. Yeah, started, I think, on the 5th. So.
Officially, and then before that, you just ran them, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we just try to run them a lot and, try to get them in shape to where when practice does start, they're ready to go and they're not, not out of shape. So, yeah, we get after them pretty hard on our conditioning and, hopefully it'll make a difference.
It's got to. But you feel, I know coaches never feel that, that you're really never ready, but do you feel you're on track and you still have a few days left of workouts?
Yeah, well, I think we have 5 days of practice left before we play counting the day. And so, yeah, we're not ready. We're getting closer. But we've had a pretty good 2 weeks of practice. We've maybe only had one day where I felt like our focus wasn't there. But for the most part, our enthusiasm's been good. Our energy's been good. And, we have a lot of kids coming back, and so that helps. But, we still have a lot of fine-tuning to do in these next 5 days to try to get ready to play next Saturday.
Saturday, November 24th, the Kaskaskian Classic tips off. And a little bit about that tournament again, 8 teams, 2 pools.
Yep, 8 teams, 2 pools. And, it's really turned into what I feel is like one of the better Thanksgiving tournaments, there is around. Good quality teams, good quality coaches, and competition should be really good.
Yeah, we've talked about that the last 2 or 3 years in particular because, and you know it, and the AD Darren, there for a while, it was touch and go if it was going to continue. There was a sputter or two, but it's stacked up now. It's nice.
It is a very nice tournament, and you're correct. We there for a couple of years, we were searching to try to find a 4th team, and then, when you add, Pinckneyville and Woodlawn and Oakville into what you had already, and, Hillsborough, Greensville, Flora, Freeburg's in now, and so It's a very, very quality tournament, and very tough way to start your year, but you'll find out a lot about your team in a short period of time.
Freeburg, who'd they replace here?
Well, Freeburg came in, I think, a couple of years ago when New Athens was here for a year, and then they decided not to come back. And so Freeburg was looking to get out of that Metro East tournament. So we said, yeah, come on. So
exactly. And that's just two conference teams in this, too. So there's no problem there. The
Right.
Panthers of Pinckneyville are the defending champions. You meet Woodlawn in your opener at 6 o'clock a week from tonight.
yeah, and they're going to be a very nice ball club. They return everyone from last season, and maybe they lost one senior, I believe, but they had a kid move in from Mount Vernon who is about 6'2", 6'3", and big built kid, and he's going to give them some size, which is kind of the one thing they were missing. And I think I saw where they may be like preseason ranked number 3 in 1A right now or something.
Is that right?
And so, yeah, we saw them a couple times this summer, and they're very, very skilled. They can shoot it, they can drive it, and so it'll be a tough matchup for us. They, the McKay kid is a junior now, and he's been starting since he was a freshman, and playing a lot since he was a freshman, and he's a really good scorer. And they have all the, a lot of people say they may be still a year away, but they're going to be a challenge, that's for sure.
Well, they're only a week away for you, huh? And the Pinckneyville Panthers are the number 1 seed. So on Saturday night, the first quartet of games, it's Pinckneyville against Flora, the Midgets at Hillsboro, Carlisle and Woodlawn, and then Oakville squares off with Greenville. And you are in Pool B with the Midgets, Cardinals, and Hillsboro.
Yeah, and it was a tough tournament to seed. Those top 4 teams were, Freeburg has, I think, 4 starters back, and Pinckneyville, they just reload every year. And then, Oakville has 3 kids back that played a lot, Auble and Croney and the other kids.
What's that Croney kid? Schilling?
Yeah. Schilling,
that Croney kid can light it up, and Schilling he's a beast underneath.
So those were our top 4 seeds, and Greenville's, they were right there too because they have a ton of kids back as well, and Todd does a really good job getting those guys prepared to play, and so it'll be a challenge for sure. We're going to get full quality games in a week's time.
You'll also, of course, face a tough schedule beyond the tournament and beyond league play too. You match up against some quality non-league foes.
Yeah, I always say our schedule is as tough as anybody in the area, especially as our enrollment continues to drop. We're not far from being a 1A school, and our non-league schedule, when you include, Nashville and Triad and Vandalia, Pana, all nice ball clubs, and then you get into our league, which is always just very tough, and quality teams, and it's not easy, that's for sure. And then you look at our tournaments, the modern day tournament is just always so extremely tough from top to bottom, and then you go to Benton and see very good teams from Southern Illinois. So yeah, you've got to be ready to play night in or night out, or you can come away with the loss pretty easy.
And just all of that stuff will come around so fast for sure.
Yeah.
The Cahokia Conference, though, since you noted that, who appears to be at the top of the game before league play tips off?
Yeah, to me, I think you probably have to put Freeburg, Columbia, and probably Central as maybe your top 3 with maybe Salem a close 4 because Columbia has both bigs back who've been starting since they were sophomores, and they have a nice guards that come along with them. Freeburg's got the Irby kid back, which was maybe one of the better players in our conference last year, along with other guys that have started for them. And Central's just Central. They've got some good young kids, but they've got some kids that have had a lot of experience as well. And then Salem lost a lot, but their JV was pretty solid, and so Andy does a great job with them.
Yes.
And so I know they're going to be ready. And then I think probably us and Wesleyan might be considered maybe the bottom 2, but with this conference on any given night, if you can play well, you have a chance to get away with a win, maybe upset somebody. I know Weston has Brady back, but they lost, 4 quality starters.
They really did, yeah.
From last season. So they may be in a little bit of rebuilding, but I don't know. Just for us, it depends. I can see us anywhere. We can maybe finish in the top 3. We can finish in the bottom 3, just depending on how we decide to play. If we decide to all buy in and play together and share the ball and play as a team, I think we can be competitive, not only in our conference but throughout our schedule.
Tip it up every night and see what happens. I know you're 11-20 on the season, a little disappointing. What was your finishing conference, Andy, a season ago?
I think we were maybe 2-8 last year in the
2-8
conference.
last year?
Yeah.
Okay. So you looked
I think we split with Freeburg, and we split with Central, and then lost a heartbreaker on senior night, or I think it was senior night last year.
Definitely to
against
Salem.
Salem, yeah, I lost the last second shot. So, yeah, it was a frustrating year last year, just because I felt like we just never did put things together and never did really play together. We did at times, and when we did that, we beat some quality opponents. We beat a Central, we beat a Highland and Mascuda at the Modern Day tournament, and I don't know. It's just I told these guys it's their team; they can make it what they want. If they decide they want to, be together and be a team and not worry about individual stuff, then they can be as good as they want to be. So we'll see how it goes.
Of course, Tyler Seavers moved on to McKendree, 1 or 2 others. You do have a good core, especially a solid triple back from last season's club.
Yeah, we have 3 kids that kind of started off and on throughout the year, and Luke Boatwright, Chase Taylor, and Dawson Reinacher. We're going to rely a lot on them and their experience. Also Caleb Dar as a senior coming back, who was our quarterback in football, just a tremendous leader, tremendous hard-nosed kid, and he's basically like a coach out on the floor for me. I really have appreciated his leadership in practice so far, as well as Luke Boatwright's leadership. They've done a pretty good job of stepping up and trying to get guys on the right page. And so, then our other senior that's probably going to play quite a bit is Lane Heinzman, who got some experience last year as well. And then even Jared Vonderhaar, who's has come a long way since he started as a freshman, and he's given us a little bit of size and toughness inside. And, a couple of juniors, and Mitchell Becker and Isaac Smith will also see a lot of full time. And I like our younger kids. Hayden Hoffman as a freshman is going to get varsity minutes at the point guard spot. He can score it. And then we have Quentin Jones and Brady Heinzman, Brady Johnson, all who maybe could possibly see a minute or 2 here or there. As the year goes on, you never know, it might be more than that.
Yeah, and Quentin Jones in particular, he showed some nice flashes last year when he got into the game.
Yeah, Q is very athletic. He crashes the boards and has a nose for the ball, and he jumps very well, has some length to him. So, yeah, he's going to get an opportunity to play a lot. And just as a sophomore, he's going to get to play sophomore level and JV level and varsity minutes. So, we're hoping that he just uses that experience to improve. And he's struggling a little bit with learning to run things correctly offensively, and that's going to keep him out a little bit until he learns how to run things correctly. But he works very hard every day. He's always in the gym. He's usually the first one here at practice, and usually one of the last ones to leave, and in before school shooting. And he wants to get better, and so when you have a kid that has that kind of attitude, you expect good things from him.
Taylor Maverick will be helping out again as an assistant, and the lead guy, as far as an assistant, your right-hand man, Steve Hoffman, a quality person, quality coach there.
Yeah, you got that right. Yeah, Maverick will be back as his 3rd year as our fresh soft coach, and then Steve will be our JV coach this year, and he's been tremendous help already. Of course, he's has a lot of experience. He's played on state championship teams here, football and basketball, as a player under Brad Weathers, and he's pretty no nonsense guy. He kind of just tells you how it is. And, he knows the game. You can tell that by the way his kids have played. Hannah and Hayden both. You can tell they've been taught correctly growing up. And Steve, tremendous shooter of the ball, and so he's been working a lot with our guys on our shooting, and just we have a good relationship so far. I feel like it's going to be a really good relationship as the season goes on. He's going to be a big help to us.
And you are beginning your what year?
Do we know? My 15th.
Number 15
Carlisle.
At Carlisle, yeah.
And 25 overall, so I'm getting old. So.
Hey, you'll never catch. Well, I guess you could catch up with me at some point, but yeah, you're fine. You're in good stead. You're on a good run. So a week from tonight, it's you and the Woodlawn Cardinals. Good luck then, and we'll see you around the gyms as the winter rolls on. Okay, have a great Thanksgiving.
I appreciate it. You too, Rip. Thank you.
Andy Palmer of the Carlisle High Basketball Indians. Our thanks to Andy, and also to Ryan Walker, also to Kerry Kirchhoff, our trivia winner, Ray Campworth from Carlisle. He collects a nice sized bird from the Carlisle IGA. Pick that certificate up, Ray. Don't let it sit around here because I'll take off with it. Turkey sounds, you can't live on zingers alone, Turkey sounds great. So appreciate everybody listening. Monday night is Jeremy Schubert, Dave Conan, and Scott Stewart. We'll see you then on Talking Sports, Real Sports Talk on Max 96.7 WCXO.
Talkin' Sports on Max 96.7 was powered by Traditions Portrait Design in Carlisle. For photography, business, and professional service, it's Traditions. Talkin' Sports was brought to you by Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in Centralia. Kaskaskia College. The future's yours at Kaskaskia College. Emin Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Nordyke Funeral Home with 5 locations to serve your needs. First Bank in Breeze. Lee's Sports in Nashville. McKendree University in Lebanon. Country Financial Representative Marvin Gerdes in New Baden. Seaver Brothers in Carlisle. And by Becker Jewelers with locations in Breeze and Highland, and always online at beckerjewelers.com. Thank you for joining us for this WCXO sports presentation of Talkin' Sports on Max 96.7.